Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're taking a quick look here at Solana, the great bleed out, along with altcoins just taking a massive hit. Just to kind of preface a really quick help understand why this is happening, Bitcoin dominance is increasing, and as it does, the price of Bitcoin is going sideways. Altcoins are just slowly going down. So you kind of look at Bitcoin, while it is retracing a little bit here, and you compare this with altcoins, most alts are just like 5x to the downside than it would be the upside. So literally taking a long position right now is not ideal, not appropriate. I did warn or just kind of give a heads up to our committee that Bitcoin is just crazy dominance right now. It's increasing, and with altcoins bleeding out, it's not really ideal situation to trade right now. So you're better off taking some shorts, honestly. We have some previous shorts also that took some nice profits. XRP, ICB, and Filecoin, almost 75, 73, and 110% on those trades. XRP as well. So glad we cashed in on some older trades there yesterday. We had to close out our long with AVAX at a loss, but that's part of it, folks. I'm glad we closed it where we did too, because it is just struggle bus right now. So again, stop losses are your friend. You need to recognize that. If you keep adding to your margin on a cross-leverage trade, you're doing it wrong. That's absolutely not the way to go, especially with altcoins right now. You got to take your loss or you're going to bleed out. It's really terrible. So not ideal circumstances right now. So again, a lot of this is fundamental catalyst with some more efforts and some different crazy stuff going on in the back end yesterday. And that doesn't help at all. Of course, it doesn't take much at this point with everything being so overinflated that things are going to come back down. Good news is a lot of things are on sale right now, and we could find some good deals, but I don't think right now is a good time to buy in. Now, it sounds crazy, but I think we have more downside potential. So let's look at that here and kind of see where we're at. Solana, let's go to the last 7 days of liquidation. Just confirm that there's really not a lot left. Everything got swept out pretty hard. We got a heavy amount of concentration, about 177, but I think it's a long ways from that. That's our previous support range was at 160 to 170 range, and that's where we see most amount of shorts at. So good job on those shorts as well. Same thing here at 155, shorting 155. At this point, late shorts are still doing very well. Okay, so not really a long market, as you can kind of tell. If you keep buying these dips, keep getting stopped out, there's a reason for it, folks. You're just kind of blindly getting into the market, and that's not what you want to do. So having said that, let's take a look here, of course, at the daily time frame. We'll work our way down. We want to recognize some key level here. So previous support levels, resistances, I still leave these on the chart, and I'm glad I do, because if we see here 136, 137 is that previous resistance turned potential support. Now again, it's not a guarantee or exact science. These can go back to the monthly as well. I have monthly and weekly candlestick closures here. Some of them didn't even matter. Like for example, the one that was supposed to be a good support level at about 148, that just blasted straight through as if it never happened. Okay, so again, you got to keep in mind that's roughly these are rough numbers, but they can be advantageous in some cases. The more important ones I would say are the moving averages. We got the SMA 50 and the 20 above the price action. It's not good. Obviously, we are below that. We've broken bearish. It's quite official, folks. Same thing here with the 100-day and the 200-day SMA. They're kind of hanging out there at about the 130s. So we could very well see 130 as the next potential target. Taking a look here at the RSIs. We are low on RSI here. I mean, take a look at this here. Last time we saw Solana this low was back in September of 2023. And Solana was at about $20. Okay, so things have definitely changed. Not saying we're going to come back down to that level. Obviously, it's much different. But simply put, it's been a while since we've been overextended to the downside this far. Okay, so good news is typically there's a bounce at 30 on the RSI. In most cases, you will see the price action recover from there. So we come down a little bit lower to the 130, 140 range. That might be a good consideration for long. But we want to wait for confirmation. And confirmation comes slowly in situations like this. So just some friendly advice, some heads up when the market tanks like it does or is right now. Instantly buying in is a bad idea. Okay, now again, dollar cost averaging, different story altogether. I've been adding to my Bitcoin position every time the price dips down. I got it at 65K last week. I got it at 66 yesterday. I feel okay with that. It'll probably continue lower. I'm okay with that too, because I'll keep buying the dips. What I'm getting at here though is if you keep buying these dips on a spot scenario, it's a different story altogether. That's okay. But if you keep buying the dip with high leverage or even low leverage, you're still risking a lot more than you need to. Okay. So please avoid leverage. Just stop being a gambler for a moment and just kind of recognize that the market is kind of trash. If you're gonna use leverage, a short position makes a lot more sense than a long. Okay, so try not to just be buy the dipper unless it's a spot. And then if you're going to consider any type of trade, most trades are successful going to the downside right now. It's like a large statistical probability, especially with Bitcoin pulling back here. It's now at 67.5. That's not a good look on the market, okay? So I think we're going to lose this level here at about 141. That's the lowest point in which the price went yesterday for Solana, and we should see the price continue lower. Just easy way to understand it. All right, so again, friendly advice, be very careful with long positions right now. Don't do it. It's really not worth it. Okay, so we zoom in a little bit on the 4-hour time frame here. We're just kind of looking at the most recent relevant times here. We can see ever since the price has entered this zone, roughly in late February, early March, we can see we have a ton of volume at about 130. That's the next area of support based on volume. And we're tentatively losing 148, because 148 is previous resistance based on larger time frame candlestick closures and also volume. But it's not a heavy amount of volume, it's just kind of a medium amount of volume. So I'd say between 148 loosely and 130, we're probably going to see some accumulation of volume, and the price should start to stabilize in this range. That would make the most sense. So again, whether you're going to short to that 130 level or take a long roughly at that range, that would be two considerations. Is it a guarantee we're going to come that low? No, but right now with Bitcoin dominance still on the rise, if it doesn't slow down, we're going to see that continue further. Take a look at the RSI. You can see we're still under 30 on the RSI, never a good sign to consider a long position. Generally speaking, when the price action comes up here, that's when you consider closing your short, okay? So as soon as you cross over 30, that's a recommendation to take profit, generally how that works. So if you're in profit on a short, I would say hold it open. You probably have much more likelihood of getting more out of it, is basically what this is telling us here. Money flow index coming down low, that's a very good sign for shorts. Stochastic RSI swinging down and MACD diverging. There's 0 reasons to take a long position right now. For the hourly, we can just confirm here as well that lagging span is now free and clear of the price action, so that gives us more room to grow, or sorry, not grow, so more room to bleed to the downside, and more likelihood of the price action continuing down. So in other words, this is just reaffirming the fact that if you have a short position open, you're perfectly fine. Don't consider closing it. There's no reason to consider taking profits on a short. That's what that says. So my speculation here is that we're going to see the $130 to $140 range tested. Okay, I don't think we're going to see much support here at that low 140. I do think that 130 will provide some kind of support though for us. So my goal would be to get into Solana closer to 130. That would be an ideal scenario for us. Is that a guarantee? No, definitely not. But it's a statistical probability based on what we see here so far. Okay, so again, I'm not telling you to get heavy with shorts, because sometimes market movers will move the market in different directions, specifically because people do that. But at this point here, until Bitcoin dominance can come back down, there's no reason to do otherwise, really. I mean, they can't move the entire market in the opposite direction. Even if Bitcoin goes up, as we've seen here so far, alts are still going down. There's a reason for that, okay? It's a complete shakeout, and now that we've lost support on all major altcoins, or major supports on all altcoins, we can pretty much speculate the price is going to continue lower before it comes back up. Okay, so just some friendly advice. Be very careful taking shorts right now. Or sorry, taking longs. Shorts are in play. Much more statistical probability of winning if you take a short position versus a long. Hope that made sense. I described this correctly, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below if you haven't already. Deeply appreciate that. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. For last little bit of advice, if you had some bad experiences yesterday, take a break. Take a few days off. It's okay. The market's going to be here when you get back. You don't have to sit here and force trades. I personally like sitting on the sidelines when things like this happen. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And you should be used to that too, or get used to it, because it's not a bad thing. Okay? Just some heads up there. Either way, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all the support again over the years. You know who you are. Deeply appreciate you. And we'll look forward to seeing the next video. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.